Hi, I'm Peggy, this is Bev, this is Karen.
Hi.
And
Hi.
We've got some of our staff behind the camera here. We're all part of the Bowness Seniors Centre here in beautiful Calgary, Alberta. We'd like to thank Mortgage Connected and the members of the committee who are going to make a decision about whether or not Bowness is worthy to get the $25,000 for this improving community environment grant. And we just wanted to share with you what we think would be a wonderful opportunity for investment. We have a lawn bowling court here that clearly has seen better days, and it's a fairly large piece of property, and so we're thinking it would be an excellent opportunity to build a community garden. Bowness is a great place to live, but unfortunately we do have a lot of things that we're trying to help with.
Yes.
Some of it is we have a lot of seniors here. We have a lot of single seniors here. We have a lot of seniors that live now in apartments. We have challenges with socioeconomic circumstances. We have a lot of food insecurity in our community, and the schools are helping, and community associations are helping, but still not enough, right? Still need more help. And so we would love the opportunity for you to invest in the Bowness Seniors Centre to make this wonderful community garden.
My name is Beverly, and I'm with the Bowness Seniors Centre. I believe we really need a garden to help our community and mental health for our seniors. I personally would take a plot in a moment because my husband decided to put our backyard into cement. So I understand those who no longer have a garden, how much you miss it. And I think also it would be beneficial to a lot of seniors to be able to come here, relax, sit amongst the plants, and just enjoy being outdoors. We have a lot of seniors who come to the center, and a lot who don't yet, that would take advantage of the space if we could make it as beautiful as we plan.
I'm Karen, and I am on the board of directors here at the Bowness Seniors Centre. In my past life, before I was retired, I was a physiotherapist and I have taught rehabilitation therapy assistants. One of the things that we look at in rehabilitation is getting people back to their normal level of activities or enjoyment, activities of daily living. And a lot of times that will involve things like gardening or being outside doing things that you normally would do. Gardening's really good because it improves your standing tolerance, it builds upper body strength, and improved abilities to do fine motor skills. This is very helpful after somebody might have had a stroke, or just with general deconditioning, they need to improve their tolerances to activity. And it's better to do something that you enjoy because you're going to do it again rather than an exercise that might get boring.
You know, one of the other things that we have to keep in mind, of course, is there are community gardens close to here, but I looked at some of the features, and because a lot of our people are now using walkers and mobility aids and that sort of thing, you know, we need to make sure that we have ramps, that we have pathways that are navigable. We have to make sure that our garden boxes, some of them at least, have to be able to allow a wheelchair to get underneath so that people can get in there and do the things that they need to
or
do.
even with their walker in close so that they can maybe do a U-box or something. That would
And they have, in those kind of boxes, they have to be taller
so
too,
they have
not
to-
just like 2.5 feet off the ground.
Right.
We need some taller ones
Right.
to allow those people who can no longer garden because they're in a seniors facility or apartment from their house, that they can now still do things that they like to do, gardening.
Right, and you know, that brings up another point. I mean, one of the things that we are always looking for are things that bring lots of different kinds of people together.
The youth of our society don't always have grandparents who live close, or older people, so they can actually interact with other people that act like grandparents to them. saw that in our cooking camp last year. The kids love talking to seniors just as much as the seniors love talking to the youth.
Right.
So it was such a nice atmosphere. So you could have that in the garden as well.
So, this garden that we're thinking of, if you look out here, we're thinking about all these raised garden beds. Some of them would be appropriate for people who are mobility challenged, so they can get underneath them properly. We want to probably have somewhere between 30 and 40 garden boxes. Another thing we'd like to do eventually is to put in some sort of a greenhouse so that we can ensure that we extend that growing season, so we can go a little bit further than just the typical May to the beginning of October. We would like to ensure that we have gathering spaces and water features and a pollinator garden. That would be so cool. And one of the universities gave us some information about maybe putting in bird baths and bird houses and that, so that we have some interest in that sort of thing in our garden as well. And then lastly, we need to put in some water lines, we need to put in some sheds, some tools, that kind of thing. And boy, $25,000 would certainly make that happen for us.
Yes.
It would change our community greatly. I think it would make a huge difference for the seniors and for others within our community.
I agree with everything that Bev said. This is an opportunity for us to work with multi-generations, and we have newcomers that are coming into the community as well, who would definitely benefit from elder experience, but as well as having garden boxes. So thank you very much for your consideration.